I must be limping, because, like, I can't... And I just, like... If I don't move around this much... Ah. Sort of does this, like, weird transition, like, it's not smooth. Let's see, I guess we're gonna... A bricked up opening. Bricked up opening. There is something here. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. There's something written here. Ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet, but I think I can read it. Ah, my face. My face is getting in the way. I don't know what any of this means. Heaven's Vault. Alright, we're gonna get to the pause point and I'm gonna move my face, because this is not good. Ugh, we shall change things. University of Iox, some weeks earlier. Alright, let's see, where should I move myself? You know what? I'm gonna be tiny. We shall be tiny. I think that'll be work, maybe. Hopefully they don't put anything on the top left. Usually most things are on the top left. That was in like... Actually, no, wait. Maybe... Alright, let's go with that, because English be a weird language, so we go from left to right. So let's go ahead and work with that. Let me adjust things. Some weeks earlier. Can I? Hey, there we go.
My story begins on Iox. That was where I met the robot.
Oh! So he's not something man-made, I guess. Or at least not modern-made? Mistress Elia? Mistress Elia Elastra? I've been waiting for you. I've been asked to escort you to Professor Miyari. She's anxious for your arrival. Am I in trouble? And who are you? Escort. And who are you? That's what I'd like to know! I am a robot mistress, as is apparent. This way. I was coming anyway, You have a name, robot? Was that intended to be a joke? No, it's not intended to be a joke. Robots do not have names. We are, as I understand it, interchangeable. I've known a few robots. They should have names! They should! They're all a little different. How kind of you to say so. Did she say what you were? So why did she send you? Did you do something wrong? That seems unlikely. My ethical core protects me from serious error. This way. You should know that the professor's urgency was remarkable. Huh. Look at her. She looks like a tiger in a cage. Most curious analogy, mistress. You understand I will be required to report it.
I was 15 when my Ari rescued me from the slums of Elbereth and brought me here. I'd never seen such luxury or such kindness.
adding balance to it. She has a model just like it on her desk. Imagine she enjoys her view of the tree. I'm sure it's most pleasing to her. Man, this stuff is going fast! I need to change my settings here. We are going slow! I can't audibly... We're going with the slowest speed here, so I can, like, keep up with everything, because... Ugh! Holy guacamole! Resume. Tree. Oh! That's what they meant by looking like a tiger. I think. Maybe. Professor Miyari? Alia! There you are. Come in. Yeah, this is a hell of a lot easier. I'm gonna ask for the robot. He should be brought in too. You want this robot to wait outside? And why would I want that? Thank you, Professor. This is a lot easier to react to. I do not read that fast. It's good to see you again. I came to see it soon. Me or it? Really, Alia? Don't be so uncouth. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need, Professor. Straight to business. Very good. You're our expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. I don't know. Certainly old, Empire period. The device is the eagle and sun. One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. Zhangqi Renba. Did you know him? Did? Look at the detail before I throw you out. Sheesh, she's Engie. I see them. Ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Alia. Okay. But can you read them? How the heck am I supposed to read these without any reference? I've never seen either of these groupings before. But the two words have some common elements. So they must have related meanings. You know, if this is based on the name of the game, I'm just gonna go with Holy in the Vault. That's my guess. Holy. How the heck are we supposed to know this? Holy Emperor? Friend Emperor? Hold on, hold on. So we got this, like, swoop dot, sort of, like, plant sprout, a dot, a cane, and then you got another sprout, a dot swirl with a cane, with a thing. Like, I know you're supposed to play the game, but I guess it's like, how the heck am I supposed to know any of this? If they're supposed to be similar... Friend... Beloved? I mean, process of elimination would detect it. It would be friend and beloved, no? Because, like, holy has nothing to do with the other one, so it's gotta be between people. So this has to be beloved. That's my guess. Because, like, holy and emperor don't make sense to me. Also, they're kind of, like, standing, so they kind of look like... They look a little like people? Who? This is challenging. Friends, beloved? But I'm only guessing. This friend of yours. Professor, this friend of yours. If he's in love with you, I'm not sure how I can help. What? My friend Alia has disappeared. He told me he was going to a moon called Mercy. Mercy? I can't go hunting the nebula for missing people, Alia. Oh, so it's a space civilization. Got it. But you can. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things? I can sail to Mercy for you. Come back when you found him, Alia. Oh, bitch! That is such a high demand. Oh. That is rude. That is not. And Alia, you're taking that robot with you. Why? You haven't explained squat, lady. I am so confused. Thank you, Professor. I long to see the nebula. Ugh. And before you go, you should look in on Huang. So there's like a relationship thing here too? He was eager to see you. Why? Eager why? That's what I'd like to know. Oh yeah, really? I couldn't possibly imagine. I couldn't possibly imagine either! I know he's rather beneath you. But you could at least say good faith to him. For the benefit of our little community. I'll bear that in mind. You're as cold as the rivers themselves. Well suited to the stars. He's down there by the tree. You must have walked straight past him on your way in. Yes, I did, as a matter of fact. Good hunting, my dear. Ugh. Okay, so we have a weird hunting phrase, and then we have, like, good faith phrase. That obviously means things. Don't exactly have a... Can I just say, Mistress Alia? It is wonderful to be accompanying you. Oh, yes? And why is that? I'd like to know, what does this robot think? I find humans fascinating. Oh, I agree. They are totally fascinating. They're weird. And you are very different to most here. I have only recently been activated. I am calling you 6. Hey, we finally gave him a name! Yes! 6, mistress? I shall remember that. 6. Why is he 6? Is there, like, significance behind this? You know, I don't think I got the translation on this brooch quite right. The shape indicates it's an empire piece. So I'd expect the inscription to reflect that. Oh! Okay. I mean, I'm going into this game blind, so I don't... Let's take another look at this. Alright. So... That's what they meant. Okay. Holy Emperor, then. So we have to, like, use the context clues with, like, the items, too? I think that's at least closer to it. Given another robot. Just now. Alia! Tell me, are you still wasting your time on your curious notions of history? History isn't mine. Miyari wants me to find Jundiki Renba. You haven't lured him into archaeology as well, have you? He was always so devout. What do you mean? Do you know a place called Marcy? I haven't done anything. Well, that's true enough. You should devote yourself to a real science. Excuse you! You should have... Loop philosophy. What? Oh, you freaking... History is a science. It's the exploration of the past. Through evidence and theory. Honestly. Most people think you will not be content until you have unearthed your own skull. Good faith to you, Alia. May the waters light your way. I really hate him. Understandable, mistress. Bastard! You're not a real scientist! Bullshit! Might not be a scientist in that way, but like, we're in space age. Oh yeah. We're on space age level. Like, this is absolutely nuts. Like, literally you have to like include science. If we're in space age level, like, we gotta like understand technology and stuff to like be able to do that. We gotta like understand what the ancients and things, like, what technology did they have. Like, excuse you? This is a spacefaring civilization. Science is a part of history at this point. Like, what? Not to mention, like, you gotta explore, you gotta, like, put up post-hypothesis, like, gotta, like, make all these connections, you gotta, like, keep proving it, and it's just like, we don't know squat. Like, huh? I mean, what? I didn't know you were back on Iox. How are you, Hung? I don't know who this is. Well enough, well enough. Doesn't seem to. I've been reading all day. Reading what? I just came outside to rest my eyes, and there you were. What were you reading? I want to know! What were you reading? The annals again. Did you know Maizwa claims the Holy Empire was founded by 3 wolves racing to heaven? Each one tore the throat of the other, and as the 3 fell to Earth... Are you really interested? Actually, as a matter of fact, yes! Absolutely! Must know all knowledge. Alright. Most people glaze over.
He began to talk with such passion that his eyes glittered, and he seemed to grow at least an inch taller.
Oh yeah? That was fascinating. There's hundreds of volumes like that. Sometimes I think there are 3 stories to explain everything and none of them agree. Other times I think there's just one story that gets retold for every occasion. I'll walk you to the dock. Do you know John Kui Renba? But I know Renba, of course. Well, a little. Why? When did you last see him? We're playing detective! He was here at the university. Maybe 2 weeks ago now. What did he teach? He's a roboticist. One of the best. One of the few. Oh! He must be the guy who, like, activated the robot. Did you say did? Has something to happen to John Kui? I don't know, Huang. I'm sure it's nothing bad. Oh my. I have no idea. I'm just like, yeah. He's just pooped. Before you go, it hardly seems important now, but I found a line of ancient in the annals of Mazawa I thought you might like. Oh, thank you. That'll help. Language. If you have time, that is. Always. Dude, you have all the stories. I need the stories for history. There's importance in stories. Here, see what you think. Empress? Oh, bruh. This is a long one. Let me think. The second word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Related words, holy. Circuits, laborers, robots, rebels? Huh. Banished rebels? I mean, this definitely looks like banished. I don't see how in the world that could be buried. Looks like mountains and rivers and stuff. So it looks like exiled. And then if we assume that little walking doofer is a person. And why would, like, context-wise, it wouldn't make sense to be laborers. Circuits? I don't think circuits make sense. And also, just because, like, we have robots now, or whatever this robot is, doesn't mean there was robots. Like, why would they have a word for robot, anyway? Does Empress Banished Rebels make sense? It's quite a monster, isn't it? Something about the Empress? Or story? I'll work on it and let you know. So will I. I'd best not keep you. Oh, dude! You're fine. I hope you find him. Indeed. Shall we proceed to your ship now? Have you sailed before, 6? I have no idea, mistress. Was your memory limited? But I am keen to find out. And so we left the hallowed walls of the university. Man, this has got some, like, interesting game mechanics here. Oh, we have an entire timeline. Holy smokes. University of Ajax established. Mayuri takes me to Ajax. Renba sails to Merci. Renba finds a brooch. Renba sends a brooch to Professor Mayuri. Renba disappears. So that was like some odd 20 some odd days ago. Huang saw Renba on Ajax 14 days ago. Interesting. Professor Mayuri wants me back on Ajax. That was 4 hours ago. Visited Ajax. Mayuri gave me a brooch. Mayuri seems to trust me. Given another robot. Huang showed me a passage from the annals of users. Spoke to Huang. Okay, so this is what we have from the plots so far. Aboard the Nightingale. Ooh, that's a nice name for a ship. My ship is my refuge. It's the only place that's truly mine. The journey to Mashir should be quick, mistress. You think Mayuri's friend is in trouble? As I say, mistress, we should know shortly if we depart. Now let's get to it. Alright then. What do you know about Mercedes? What do you know about Merci? Nothing. It is a moon of pigs and rice, mistress. Part of Ajax Protectorate, of course. Eliborith. Maybe will have a few ruins of its own. Maybe Merci will have a few ruins of its own. That seems unlikely. What? Oh, come on. But it is not wealthy. Nonetheless, I prepare the robes. I will prepare the robes. What do you mean it's not wealthy? What is that supposed to mean? As in it's not necessarily wrong, you mean? That's confusing. Merci is a tiny rural moon. That's where Janaqui told Professor Miari he was going right before he disappeared. But why does a roboticist visit a rice farm? I could go there next. Yeah, I want clues as to, like, what is this guy doing? He obviously knows, like, stuff, so, like... Oh, El Borith is my home. That's where I moor up when I want to sleep well. But not today. Oh, what's this one? Renyaki is a market moon for outside the reach of Iox. I've never been there. Well, we might as well go to Merci. Looks like got nothing better to do. Ioxian space, sailing to Merci in the verdant past.
Mayari wanted us to sail to Mayerzi. It was a short sail through fast waters.
Take the next right ahead, mistress. I see the force of the river is fastest in the middle, mistress. Yeah, this is some weird controls. This game is fascinating. Holy smokes. The surface appears the same, but there are deeper currents. Hello. Pass. No! Yeah, I know I missed the turn. How? It's weird. Is this your ship, mistress? Controls here. Odd. Somebody. That's Massey. You can see the greenery from here. Man, this is hard. That travel mechanic. Oof. Merci, a farming moon. If Rinba's here, I need to find him. And if he's not, I need to work out where he went. Yeah, he has the brooch, so that means something.
We stepped off the ship and into the mud. Mud covered the ground and rock. And everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud. And some of those things had legs.
You tell me pigs come from mud. Look at this place. Breathe the air. Okay. Are we doing this? I cannot breathe, mistress. Yeah, no, because you're a robot. You don't have lungs. Or at least you weren't built with lungs. So you are no doubt aware. You are no doubt aware. Well then. Let's see where Rinba's got to. If we're really lucky, he'll have found an old pot. Oh, I would say so. What is this? I love these old moons. with their ancient stories. What is that, for instance? That's what I'd like to know. One of the older goddesses? She is guarding the fields. Evidently more than 1,500 years have passed since she was carved. Guess we can... Something scratched here. There's something scratched here. The emblem of Iox. Okay. I suppose this is where the Mericians leave goods for the Ioxians to collect. Oh, Genaqui won't be hiding in there. No? Alright, well, we're going the other way then. There is no way I am crossing that, mistress. Robots cannot swim. This should lead to the village.
The air smelled earthy and sweet.
Rice. Did they grow anything else here? It would appear... it would not appear so. I don't feel like questioning the locals. I'm gonna explore a bit. The moon seems most poor to me. There are no proper buildings. There is mud everywhere. I mean, if we can figure out where he stayed... I will wait out here, mistress. Yo! I'm looking for someone. You are from Iox. My name is Elia. And you are not her. Not Miari. My name is Elia Miari. Do you have a message for me? He told me you might come. Genaqui? My tall Ayoxian. He left something for you. With the goddess to keep it safe. What did he leave? He said it would show you the way, Miari. Good faith to you. Okay. And I hope you find him, Miss Miari. Genaqui, where are you? Well, obviously not on this planet. Buried in the mud somewhere? Nah. I don't think it's something as stupid as that. Most curious, mistress. You heard? But I did not understand. Except that it would seem someone from Iox has visited here recently. Did you think there is more to be learned here, mistress? Yes! Perhaps we should return to the ship. The woman said John Aquis left something here. The woman said John Aquis left something here. With the goddess. I want to find it. Are all the moons in the nebula like this, mistress? I have seen so very few. Have you ever left Ajax before? Not for as long as I can remember. Interesting. Would you recognize Renva if you saw him? Did you meet him? Believe he activated me, mistress, after I was uncovered. I suspect that is why Professor Miyari assigned me to you. Interesting. So we're getting some puzzle pieces here. So he's probably ancient science technology in all actuality, which would make sense. No! I don't want to stop there. I'm looking at the goddess. Excuse you. Look at this thing. Where is she from? Where is she? Like, really? From the material, I would judge it was not quarried here, but most likely close by. It's very big, you understand. Can't be sure. No. It has been here long enough for its various radiation signatures to have faded. Oh, so it's been here for, like, a really long time. This must be the place she meant, surely. I imagine so. Perhaps Renva was hidden, whatever he is. Hidden. Here! Yes. Almost buried in the grass. A shard of crystal. Does it mean anything to you, Six? It is most curious. This moon does not contain any crystals of this type. So we must go find planets of... So Renva brought this shard from somewhere else? Nisa indicated. Indications of crystal moons somewhere in the cyclones. That seems likely. 6? You were buried? Did they find you on Iox? Indeed, mistress. They chipped me out of a wall. Well, I think it's time to go to the ship and see if we can locate the crystal location. So a chunk of from a distant backwater of Nebula. That's where I'd like to go. Back to the ship 6. We've done all we can here for now. eventually left the warm, wet fields in the sea. I mean, he's obviously leaving a trail. I gotta figure out where aboard the Nightingale, Renba left the crystal for Niari to find, but what was he trying to tell her? I don't know. Obviously a location. I am quite certain in my analysis, mistress. So it's what? A lead? Maybe. Perhaps it was left as an offering to the goddess. Perhaps Renba followed ancient gods. We don't know it. So where's the crystal from? I believe this shard comes from an asteroid somewhere on the edge of the cyclones. Let's go! Before I change my mind. Put out the sails, 6. You appear very enthusiastic, mistress. Considering we will be sailing through a hurricane. He's not happy. Is that what happened to Renba, do you think? He sailed into a storm and was torn apart. The probability of that theory is appealingly high. So, mistress. Where to? Well, obviously two. We can at least try to, like, get close to it, maybe? I still want to get to the Crystal Moon. The chunk of crystal Renba left on Mercy came from a distant backwater of the nebula. Did Renba really travel this way, though? I have to scour this area for more evidence to figure out the site's exact position. Or I could explore other avenues until I learn more. I don't know why we'd look up at Reneki. We have that goddess, though. The crystal implies other things. It was most likely torn apart by wild rivers. I guess. Did Renba really travel this way? I could look this region and try to find more evidence to figure out the site's precise location. I already know something else. The Verdant Pass, sailing to the Crystal Moon. Are there other ships on the rivers, mistress? I have not seen any. Sounds lonely. Either river ahead leads to our destination, mistress. My findings suggest the crystal moon should be in this vicinity. There's a rock up ahead. What have we found? Above the crystal moon. Why would anyone come to a lonely spot like this? We have arrived, mistress. The moon below us is rich in purple iolite crystals. But there is no surface flow. We cannot land the ship. But must have gone down somehow. Indeed. Most likely he used a hopper. He might do the same. Hopper? The Nightingale is fitted with a hopper, of course. For instantaneous travel. How does it work? There is a source. The source fires at a subject and casts it into the hopper's eye. The eye refracts the signal. It is focused and reconstituted. But how does it work? I have no idea whatsoever. Is it safe? Not really, mistress, no. This moon does not have any air. That's not gonna work. I will have to go down alone. But you're sure the iolite crystals came from here? Statistically certain, mistress. The moon is rich in deposits of iolite. Oh, I guess send the robot then. I don't want to, but I don't have a choice. Please wait here. Just don't take too long.
A moment later, the robot was gone, and I was alone in the dark.
What were you up to, Rinba? What makes a roboticist leave Iox? That's what I'd like to know. When Iox is the only moon in the nebula with robots. I'm sniffing some ancient robot technology here. Mistress. I found something, Mistress. Thank you, robot! Tool chest? Is this John Aquise? The probability is high. I believe the moon below us was once a quarry. Hey, is that where the robot came from? Or, I mean, not the goddess. But this box is no artifact. I'm gonna go take a look at the jailer chest. A tool chest? My theory being, this is where we got the quarry for the giant one. You better not have damaged it. Excuse you? It appears intact to me, mistress. Why are you being so mean to the robot? I hope there isn't a snake in here. Don't be mean to the robot. Be friendly. Reach inside. Thick fabric. Jean Aquis, what is this? That's what I'd like to know. Some kind of robe? It's ancient, what does it have? But it's hundreds of years old. And there's something stitched along the belt. Tiny characters picked out in a darker thread. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Words! Ayo? Huh. Let's see, let's see, based on the symbolage. I mean, if the other one was banished... Not that it necessarily was banished, but... I forget what the other one was. It's just, like, definitely... Just doesn't look like it was the other word. Because, like, that word seemed like the mountain kind of implies travel to me. For, like, talking about pictograms to a certain degree. I have no idea if that's, like... fast? Well, if we assume there's spacefaring, that could have, like, been a term for quickly. Oui? Maybe? I don't really see similarities. Banished. Follow and pray. See? Believe me. Quickly, fast. Citizens. I mean, that could be either... Where was the symbol for holy? Oh! Okay, I think I'm starting to maybe piece things together. So that... Yeah, so that probably implies holy. So that's symbols of person. Which means this is religious. I think. That's a person. That's gotta be pilgrims, because it's like, it's got some holy things to it. I think. We pilgrims pray. Trust pilgrims pray? Oh. Me, it. I don't know, I get the feeling it's a we. Because, like, that middle one looks like a number. We pilgrims pray. I don't... I could still change my mind, but... We pilgrims pray. The question is, why did he hide this? But the question is, why did Rinba hide this? Yes, indeed. I think the marketplace might be a good place to look. There's more in here. This is a tough, sharp-pronged key. That's beautifully preserved. The maker didn't include an inscription along the barrel of the key. Most likely this comes from the same site as the robe. Having this should help us find the place. But that's not all. That's not all. There's also an iron container with a metal edging. How did Rinba get his hands on all this? I found an inscription on the hinge. Oh, we got some similarities! Is that a single word? Most likely not. Ancient scribes didn't always trouble to put in their spaces. I don't think they expected their writing to be read. Us. Let's see now. If we include the little chicky chicks, that's in like Pilgrims and Pray. It's the little brackets that are next to each other. Let's see, what was this one? What was the options? Citizens. Citizens. We. Because that's definitely a person. I don't see how that's like not wholly. Okay, if that top right one is Empress, that's a person. Someplace. Then now to work out what the other words mean. You know, I'm thinking it might be follow. It seems to like indicate travel. Maybe follow us? Like, it's a pilgrimage, but it's like... I guess when I get back to Iox. I guess we're going back to Iox then? Now what's inside? A cracked model of a grasping god. His arm has been decorated with glyphs, mistress. This is the end of a line of text. Get like holy something or other. These symbols are a little like my translation for emperor. That doesn't really look like water, especially if we're trying to do like hieroglyphics. Holy light I think makes more sense. Holy light? I guess that this comes from the same source as the container. So are these leads? Or are these things what Rinba was after? Just wait, mistress. I will consider the matter. Can you work out where the robe originated? I fear so. It is not a good location, mistress. But Professor Miyari was keen that we found Master Rinba. And I am sure Master Rinba is equally keen to be found. Show me. I am not exactly certain, mistress. But I believe Rinba traveled far from home. Into the eye of the cyclones. Ah, that sounds about right. For the existence of a previously unknown site. Iron container. A cracked model. A grasping god. For the existence of a previously unknown site. This arrowless moon had hid the stash of his finds. Can I get close to Genqui Rinba found something? And possibly deep in the swirling waters of the cyclones. Is there still more to find? Is Rinba waiting to be found? Who the heck knows, but I'm gonna find out. The cyclones. Sailing to the eye of the cyclones. I've been analyzing the purple robe we found in Rinba's tool chest, mistress. The fabric appears to be of significant age. Hold on, 6. I cannot. Hold on, mistress. sure to be. Another rapid. This whole area is wild. We better check the hole when we next land. We're not through it yet. Let's hope that was the way we wanted to go. Not a clue where we want to go. We seem to have emerged near the eye of the Cyclone Mistress. We have been this way before, Mistress. Last time we turned off here. I see it. There's something up ahead. A moon? There is air, but no upriver, Mistress. We will need to leave the ship here and hop her down. Please do not be alarmed. It is quite safe. Ayy, the eye of the cyclones. Will Renbud be waiting for us in the center of the storm? Not likely! This guy keeps
The
pooping.
hopper fired, and for a moment I was gone. Not aboard the Nightingale, not on the moon beneath. It could have been a heartbeat or an hour. But I didn't feel the cold until I reappeared.
A pile of rocks, Mistress, smashed together by the waters. It seems Jenna Kui has a taste for places certainty. Blocked with rubble and ruin. This whole place must be slowly peeling away from the cliff. Perhaps you might forego going inside? So what should I do? Just go back to Iox and say we got so far and then we gave up? Hell no! You don't think she'd send us right back here? You don't think she would send us right back here? I do not think Professor Miyari wants you to sprain your ankle, miss. I could vault over the wall here. Please, mistress. The floor beyond would only give way beneath you. Do you see any other way in? No, neither do I. Here goes. Gotta try it. The floor seems sound enough. 6? Where did the robot go? For real! 6? He should have just been thin! He poofed. So a robot's abandoned me for once. Huh. Well, to be honest, he might have found it more strategic to, like, you know, hop her to the ship.
The ghosts were still here, cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty, but it hadn't been abandoned.
Locked. Or blocked. Or both. Oh, there he is. Mistress! Obviously, it is good to see you intact, mistress. How did you get down from that arch? I could not climb over the wall. So I drove myself off the cliff edge. My robot friend, no! Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door. How the heck? And are you in one piece? Evidently, mistress. Okay, that's good. I don't know how you did that, but okay. Someone curled up here by the fire to keep warm. Someone died here, mistress. You're sure? The evidence is minor, but significant. A person lay on the floor here for some time after death. Renba? No. Whoever died here died scores of years ago. The lack of moisture on this moon has preserved the traces. But they are old. They are old. Interesting. So where are the bones? The person who lay in the state here was only removed recently. Interesting. Why would they remove that? Are you saying Janaqui took them? What's remained of them? Someone did. Interesting. There's an inscription up here. Symbols in the ancient script. I might be able to translate them. Maybe. Perhaps. Potentially. More words I don't know. That definitely makes a lot more sense. Protect. I don't think goddess makes sense. Water protects, follows. I get the feeling this one's fire. That's water. That's fire. Starting to see some connotations here. What? Water. Harvest field. Protects. Hearth. It's a hearth. So... well, water does not. Aid. Is that field? Harvest? It could be harvest. Water goddess follows fire? I don't... that doesn't really look like fire, though. You got light. That makes sense. Death, time, sky. I don't see how that could be sky. This is Empress. Is that Empress? Water. Blesses wind. Ah, this is interesting. Holy. So something about the position. I don't imagine it being holy. Water goddess follows. Well, this one's water. This one's not water. Makes no sense. Follows field? Harvest? There's no reason for the water if you... aids blesses fields? water. I feel like protect might be. Water protect follows field. Hmm. Now let's see. Here's the translation where I saw that word before. Holy light, holy whether water. Holy light. Seems to be a staff of sort of a power. Water protects, follows field. Let's take another look at this. Water. Full of it. And water protect. Water. I'm gonna go with the other one being goddess. Why are my controls being all wacky? Water goddess follows field. Somewhere else. Can I? No, it doesn't look like I can open that door. Can I? Oh, that's not even a front door. What's down here? Oh, heavy wooden box. This looks interesting. Beautifully made. Much nicer than everything else here. I estimate it to be hollow, mistress. There's something inscribed on the lid. Might be a clue as to what's inside. Or what was supposed to be inside. Now that was like a harvest. The sequence resembles my word for follow. Huh. Number, truth, value? Nothing? Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's light. Down, maybe? Treasures? Yeah, I'm quite convinced it's like a mountain of some type or something. Books? Let's try down. Follows. Something or another of? No. Enormous. I don't know, I think those are not, like, probably numbers or something. I don't think it's great. It's probably not great. Holy. Or maybe it is great big. No, I think, yeah. So I think it's like emphasis of value on that first symbol, and then maybe, pretty sure that's water. Given the denotation of that, water, truth, nothing, maybe? It's like, or maybe it's value. Or misvalue. Home. Removed. Knee? I don't think it's knee. Knee doesn't make sense. Where did I see the follow phrase? Ah. Follows. Water goddess blesses fields. That I think makes a little more sense. Removed, home, kneel. Down. Removed. Might be treasure. I don't know what that middle symbol is. Treasures, home, enormous. Or maybe it's books? Symbols. Books removed. Home of knee. I don't think knee. Enormous. Almost makes more sense. It's like number. Value. Books. Home of enormous. Maybe? Books, home, enormous value? I have no idea. I don't think I have enough. Miyari will be most excited by this find, mistress. Whatever proves to be inside. Let's keep this one to ourselves, maybe. Valuable finds, mistress. Of course she must be told. Why do you suppose I am here? Don't get your hopes up too high. The box is probably empty. Let's lift off the lid. Let's see if I can shift it. Curses. Can't even get my fingers under the lid. I think this might do for a lever. A good thought, mistress. Let's see if 6 can do it. Open it up then, 6. Let's see if he can do it. If he can't, then I'll try it with a poker. Not locked, mistress, but stiff. And I lack fingers for leverage. Okay. You don't have an attachment for prying? Something you can stick into your arm sockets? My first robot had those. Perhaps I could find something on the ship. I'll try the iron poker. I might be able to snap the lock. Mistress? Is it moving? It's definitely shifting. Here goes then. inside. Let's see.
And there it was, just lying there. The greatest treasure I ever found.
6. Look at this.
From inside the coffer, from the distant past of the nebula's once great empire.
Incredible.
It was a crown.
Eagle and sun monkey. Just like Genevieve brooch. Mark of the Empire. Could this be the crown of Iox itself? What's this crown doing out here? Was this the seat of power in the Empire? This place? Doesn't seem possible. There's something written along the rim. I'm going to have to guess the whole thing. Ways home. Lights. Sail. Enormous nebula? Sail forever? Ways home, lights we sail. Trusts. Home lights. Of. That actually is kind of relevant. If I think of it of, and then if that symbol is home. Towards. Or is it towards me? Ways of? Or is this of? Towards ways. Home. Towards ways home light we sail. Forever? Maybe? Cards ways home. Lights we sail forever. I don't think that's what that is, but that will do for now. Is this crown what Miari wanted us to find? Is this why she sent us out here looking? Renba 2, perhaps? mistress. I will have to tell her, mistress. Her motives hardly matter. Workbench. A workbench. Whoever lived here would have indeed needed to be self-sufficient. Then they would have needed water, mistress. The building won't actually cave in on us, will it? I cannot guarantee that, mistress.
After the dead air of the house, it was good to see the sky again.
You have connected one ancient artifact here, the crown. Or you have collected one ancient artifact here, the crown. Also, we have pointed one new location of interest, the site from the mural. I suggest we take the crown to the Professor Miyari directly. We must also inform her of our theories about Renba. May I activate the hopper now? We still have more to do here. Yeah, I'm not ready to go yet. I want to still explore. There must be more to this place. That's what I feel. We got other buildings. I want to know who lived here, who died here, and what happened to Renba. I mean, she sent us to go looking for Renba. So, excusez-moi if I'm taking my time here. Inscription on this rock. There's something carved into the rock here. This is 2 words, not 1. But where does one word end and the next start? Oh! Blessed water. That makes sense. That's the word for water. Short and simple and almost a pictogram. Dry channel. Which leaves 1 word to guess. I'm still convinced it's bless. Follow water? Like, why would it be blessed water? Bless water? Functional inscription. That's my guess. Keep the water flowing. Didn't work. You know, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. But there can't have been many trees here to use. So the wood must have been brought in. Carving. There's something carved above the door. Light. Until. I've not encountered any of these words anywhere else. But I can still make some guesses. Light. This is definitely something I think where it's like, cannot. Light cannot. See. Maybe that's a location? Where's that? Night. Light cannot night. What's Doesn't really make sense as a sentence, though. River, light cannot, river cannot birth? I could be. It's like, cannot, does light cannot birth make sense? Some kind of blessing, maybe? No, I don't. That's not what I would have picked, but I don't think that's the case. No, I want to go back outside. Fuck that. What is this? No, nothing there. You ready to go yet, mistress? Not just yet. I want to try and cross. Is this channel natural? I don't think it is. Dug out. There must be a wellspring here. A feeble one. One that requires every drop to be used. Oh, bro? There's an inscription here. This is one end of a fractured fragment of text. This light. Light home. I'm feeling confident about my translation of light. But my translation home doesn't feel right now. Lights. Hopefully I can make some better guesses for the rest of this. If I do light of... Light of... Nebula? Light of Nebula? There can't have ever been much light here. Not in all this fog. Inscriptions. Well, if that's the case, I'm changing it. Light of day. Lights cannot. Also, lights. Something cannot. Should. Here? Lights. Lights cannot hear? Oh. Towards ways of lights that sail. Well, hey. I think. So that's all for tonight. Hey. Until next time.